only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real suck like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold.
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the... Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. It be coming like this on the intro, what they here for. If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting fixed.
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr, today, Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we don't ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she... Mother Nature's my first.
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man, here is Cobb. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Gino on first down. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to have a Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the right side with Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 7-7, our score after 1. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Rodgers. Quick slant to Watson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Hey, pick 26.
Now Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, with a dime left on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Rodgers to throw once more. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Walker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
22 yards there, a first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He completes this to Walker. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
And going right back to Walker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Geno. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Fights through it. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Here's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's good for a Green Bay.
You block over here. Hey, 88.
Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Packers 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Rodgers now on first down. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they have now gone for it on fourth 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it. You will actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 129 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Sticking with Walker on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Chris Barnes there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on second down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And they're moving on to the conference championship.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we without a ride, nobody wait, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.